めに専念しなさい。私がアダルマンを倒します。
それは危険です。
いいえ、ソウエイ。私はね、怒っているのです。
Hi everyone, I am going to react to the time I got reincarnated as a slime episode 21, Adalmann, the index finger. You know, when I saw the title, I'm like, ugh. They've been mentioning this person, this index finger, like a few times now, so I guess I should have expected him or her to come. But like, you know, so when I saw the title, I'm like, ugh. And then I look at the title of the next episode, and it's like Demon Lord's Banquet World Portuguese, and it's like, so the thing that I've been waiting for is going to probably be happening in the next episode. So it's like, clearly, after watching this episode, I'm going to go straight into that one. You know, so yeah, that's why I got so super excited. Like, that's why I'm excited right now. So, last episode they faced, but basically everyone is defeated. Well, clearly not everyone because Adalmann is coming. But like the battle that was happening, it came to a conclusion. Tyr and Footman, they left. Charybdis showed up. Benimaru defeated him. And then, yeah, like that. So, I don't know what this Adalmann person is coming to do, but I guess we'll see. Before we get into this episode, if you guys like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Oh! When I was about to press play, I saw like the mouse sort of like went over the episode a little bit, and I saw Shuna. So I'm like, oh, I was saying the battle was over, right? But then I forgot about Soei and the others going into the castle to look for Kyrian and Wana. So I'm guessing Adalmann is gonna be at the castle, and that's who they're gonna be facing. Because I'm like asking myself, like, why is he in this episode? You know? Okay, and here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Yes it does, but she's not going. Careful. I'm actually kind of excited to see her go and see her do stuff, you know, like she does a few things here and there, but we don't really spend a whole lot of time on her fighting. How is that a joke? Milis? Dagrul? So how do you remember his name? Of course not. Okay, what's the relationship between you two? Oh, okay. Even more than I do. It's way too dramatic. Is she the green one?
そちらがリムル様ですね。我が主キー様よりお連れするよう仰せつかりました。そうお進みください。じゃあ行くよ、ベレッタ、トレーニーちゃん。はい、ラミリス様。だが俺だって魔王になると決めた以上気遅れしている場合じゃない。
You cannot.
行くぞ。リムル様、皆様もどうぞお気をつけて。
何かあったらすぐ我を呼ぶのだぞ。
I wonder if that's gonna be the last we see of them this episode. And then the next episode they're gonna show up in at Walpurgis.
クレイマンの城はどこじゃ。この霧でわしの魔力感知が妨害されておるわい。
どうやら私たちは罠にはめられたようです。
罠ですと。
敵の気配を感じ。何？
Oh, yeah, I believe Yamasa or somebody. There's something about him controlling corpses or something or other.
敵が隠れ潜んでいたのではなく、私たちがおびき寄せられたのです。
Damn.
中心へ。イエソーへ。どうやらそんな甘い相手ではないようです。
Is that Adalmann? Okay.
実子のアダルマンですね。
いかにも世がアダルマンである。あまたのアンデッドを従えるワイトキング。
I couldn't help but think of Bleach.
輪を切り抜けるにはアダルマンを倒すしかありません。
ならば速やかに。
異論はない。俺の一撃は死者すらも殺す。
わしの動きを読むとは不肉となったその肉体で未だ剣士であり
Who was that? Do you know him?
死せる魔物の頂点、デスドラゴンです。
Huh?
死せる魔物ならば死ね。
Death Dragon? Strongest someone. I think he's gonna do that guy's gonna like bring it back up. Yeah, see.
肉体だけではなくその魂ごと召してみせよう。
ソーウェイ落ち着きなさい。冷静なあなたなら見抜けるはずです。仕留めに専念しなさい。私がアダルマンを倒します。
それは危険です。
いいえ、ソーウェイ。私はね、怒っているのです。
よい、ご分を、シュナ様。
あなたもね。その竜は任せましたよ。異世界人の振る舞い、パルムス王国の侵攻。
Oh, because of
それ
Clayman.
を仕組んだクレイマン。
どうするつもりだね、お嬢さん。
アライメントフィールド。これで邪魔は入りません。私があなたを倒せば、あなたを核としているこの辺り一帯の防衛機構も。
娘よ、名は
シュナと申しますわ。
シュナ殿か。では尋常に勝負といこう。
ですが私たちはただ魔王クレイマンの滅びを望むのみ。邪魔しないというならばこの地での生存は認めて差し上げますが、その呪縛に打ち勝てると思いましたが、私の思い違いなのですね。
呪縛に打ち勝てるものならとうにやっておるわ。
あなたを倒すといたしましょう。
あの限り世に抗ってみるがいい。
Damn. I've never seen her like that.
フレイムバ
カースバインド。
ホリーベン。
Damn, girl.
だとなぜだ。なぜ魔物が神聖
Was that her gift?
操れるのだ。
不思議ですか。奇跡を信じ願うものならば誰にでもその思いの強さに応えてくれるのです。
このような姿になり果て二度と神聖魔法を扱えぬと思っていたのに、そうではないというのか。
それを着る資格がある行為術者でありながらこの程度の呪縛にも打ち勝てぬと嘆く軟弱者。
Is she trying to fire him up?
好き勝手なことを。 を捧げたてまつ我が願い聞き届けたまえ。そうだ、私には覚悟が足りなかった。私の目を覚ました。
So why don't you use it to break the chains?
だが私は私をここに縛り付けた男。
Why can't you use it to break the curse?
の呪いにより自殺ができぬのだ。
So Kazalim is the one that did it?
ディスインテグレーション。
それを待っていました。オーバードライブ。
She amplifying it?
私の魔法を上書きしただと。
この力解き放って差し上げましょう。
You hear the music playing? Dang girl.
お見事です、シュナ様。
終わりましたね。
シュナ様に助けられましたな。
いいえ、白老がいて助かりました。それにソウエイも、私は自分の怒りのままに少々無茶をしすぎたようです。
さようですな。お待ちください。
Still alive?
生きておったか。とどめが必要
No.
か。
待ちなさい。
He's not being controlled anymore.
シュナ様。
Shuna-sama? What is going on?
ぜひともお願いしたき儀がございます。
Okay. What's that favor?
私もシュナ様の信仰するお方に会ってみたいのです。新たなる神を得たく思うのです。
その神たち。
Yeah, he's no.
私たちはリムル様を敬ってはいますが。
リムル様とおっしゃるのですね。我らの新たなる神にふさわしい。
Oh my gosh.
ぜひともリムル様に我らをお引き合わせ願えないでしょうか。ありがとうございます。なるほど。ではご案内いたしましょう。どうぞ私についてきてください。どうぞどうぞ。
Well, Portuguese?
どうぞこちらへ。おう。やばい。あいつはやばい。この巨体、ジャイアントの魔王ダグリュールだな。
Valentine.
あの歯。ちょっと待てよ。あの従者は。
Oh, is the other vampire person that he was talking about?
あのメイドが真なる魔王なのかも。ルルスとかミルスとかいう。
Oh, this is the sleepy one?
よーす、相変わらずチビだな。おお、ぼっちのお前がなんで従者を連れてるの？一人で来た俺が格好悪いじゃん。
まあね、これで私をちびっこだと。
よく見たらマジでやばいじゃん。
でしょこれで私も発言力が勝ってもね。
What is even more convincing? Frey. Why did she react like that? Like she knows them or something. Girl, boy, like, focus.
リムル様、後ろの従者の男、なんだか気になりませんか？解析鑑定による推定。
いや、
Carry
万
on.
が一カリオンだとしても、こんなバレバレの方法で参加するわけないし、別人だな。ラファエルさん、今
お前がリムルか。
Leon.
そうか。お前がレオンか。何か用でもあるのか？
いいや、の姿を見て、ふと懐かしく思ってね。
レオン、シズさんは死んだぞ。
知っているさ。
彼女から頼まれたわけじゃないが、一発殴らせろ。
断る。人を選別にくれてやったのに、殴られる筋合いなどない。返してやるから、文句があるのならば俺の城に来るがいい。
わかったよ。受けてやるから招待状でも送ってくれ。
ああ、そうしよ
You noticed it?
よかった。
Did you
必
notice
ず元
it?
気そうだ。
さっさと歩けこの薄のが。
の友達を殴った報い。
Thank you.
支払わせてやる。
Thank you.
楽に死ねると思うなよ。
Thank you. Thank you. This is so. Puzzle. Did you go to the next one? Oh yeah, you went to the next one. The nerve of Clayman to bring Milim there and slap her in front of everybody. You know, when they came in and then they zoomed in on her necklace, you know. I thought at that moment that Rimuru noticed it or realized like what that thing was or whatnot, but I guess that would be too easy, right? He had the way everybody reacted when he like slapped her. I love Rimuru's reaction to that. Like, I cannot wait. I don't know who I want most to give it to him. I don't know if I want Milim or Rimuru to be the one to give it to him. Like, I feel like it should be, as much as I would love to see Rimuru do that, I feel like it should be Milim. You know, she should be the one to tear into him. I cannot wait to see that happen. Like, I cannot wait. You guys know how much I love me, Milim. And to see her being treated like that by this. Okay. Now, like I said at the beginning, with the title being Adalmann, I'm like, what is he doing there? And then I scroll a little bit, and then I saw her, Shuna, and I'm like, oh, it must be, you know, the castle thing. And yes, it was. First, they showed Rimuru and the others getting ready to go to Walpurgis, and then the gate showed up. Well, before that happened, he asked Veldora, like, there are 10 demon lords, who are the other ones? And then he started, some of them he didn't particularly care about. He's thinking, okay, they're small fry, and he doesn't know their names. And then he mentioned the one that's called Dagro. And Rimuru was like, oh, so you must have fought him because you clearly know his name. I don't quite remember if he fought him or not. I feel like he said that he didn't fight him, you know. But and then there was the one that was supposed to be like, there was a woman, a vampire demon lord, that's called some Milis or Lurus or something or other like that. He doesn't know his name. But now that territory has been taken over by Valentine and others, you know, demon lords. And then the door shows up, and then you see the person that came there to escort them to the to Walpurgis, and it was this person with green looking hair. The fact that Rimuru mentioned that she was she's a demon lord. No, not a demon lord. Like, she's like an upper class demon, basically. He compared her to Diablo, like in strength. Compared her to Diablo, sort of. She's working under Guy, right? I think it's Guy. Yeah. She's working under Guy. She's of a high level demon person, like Diablo. So I'm thinking she's also a progenitor. I remember them saying that the progenitors are like sort of like based on a color. You know, Diablo was black. And with her having this green colored hair, I don't quite remember if there was a green progenitor or not, but if there was, then I'm assuming she is one of them, basically. So she came and escorted them, and then that was what we saw of Rimuru. And I was thinking that we were gonna go back to them, and we went back. Before I go back there, the fight between Okay, you have Soei, Hakurou, and Shuna get into the castle. There was this fog, and they couldn't use magic detection, right? It wasn't working, and so they walked into this trap where there were all these dead skeleton people there, and there was this knight that sort of like, I think Hakurou was going after Adalmann, right? And then this knight sort of like showed up, and I'm like, oh, does he know this knight? Because the way he said it, it just seemed like he knew this person like personally or something or other like that. And at the end, he referred to them as to him specific as a dead knight, like dead knights or knight. I don't know if it was plural or just singular, but either way, it didn't seem like he. Maybe like there's a class of people that are called knights, and he's one of them, and he knew the kind of class. Knight class. Like he saw the person and he knew he was a knight, and then he's like, and knights are, I guess, swordsmen, because he complimented his swordsman skills, you know. So there was that, and then there was this dead dragon that also showed up, and it's so way like, you know, and I'm like, I feel like yes, he like sliced and diced him like pretty quickly, but I felt like he was gonna reassemble, and that's exactly what happened. And so it was like, okay, if I can't, I guess just destroying your body is not enough. I guess I have to destroy your soul too. And Shuna told him to calm down, and that the soul of the dragon, dead dragon or whatever, is inside Adalmann. And then he told him, I think Soei and Hakurou were fighting sort of to protect her because she's the princess and everything. They still sort of like had that mentality, and she just basically told them, guys, just focus on your people, okay? And I'm gonna focus on Adalmann. They're like, oh, okay. And I think that's why they had that sort of like flashback to when they first met Rimuru, you know. And then they're like, after they met him, they basically like Shuna wasn't just the princess that they needed to protect anymore, you know. She can sort of like defend herself. And then the fight between the like, okay, what did he? I think she was the first one that did something, right? I don't know. But she created this giant. What I thought was happening at first was that she was destroying. She was gonna use this giant thing that was expanding or whatever to destroy like all the skeletons around. That's what I thought was happening, but no, it seems like she just created a space where no one can interfere between her and Adalmann, right? And Adalmann did something, she countered it, and then he used this curse thing, and then she used holy magic to counter that as well. And the guy was surprised, like, how are you able to use holy magic or something or other? And then he said something about him being betrayed by the Lume something. I think he used to worship their god Luminous or something or other, and he was betrayed by them or something, and then he sort of like renounced his faith against their god, and now he can't use holy magic. And he's wondering how Shuna is able to use holy magic, and she's like, as long as you have faith in the miracles or something or other like that, you can still use it. And the guy was sort of like super surprised, like basically he gave up too early or something or other. And now with her having told him that, he's like now started, I guess, believing in something, and he was using holy magic, right? And then she did this, and he will use disintegration. I'm guessing it's the same thing that what's her name, Hinata used against Rimuru, you know. And he was using disintegration, and then not Rimuru, Shuna just like used this. I don't quite remember the exact word he said, but the word to me, if I remember correctly, it felt like he was sort of like amplifying something that he did, you know? And she just like destroyed everything. And at one point, he sort of like made fun of him for not being able to like unbind himself from Clayman's manipulations, I guess. But then, well, I thought it was Clayman. But then he said that he was confined there by Kazalim. So I don't know. But either way, she did that. I thought everybody was like gone. And then they're like, okay, now we need to make our way to the castle or something. And then there goes Adalmann. And then he's calling her Shuna-sama. And Shuna's like, Sama? The way she like was so surprised that he called her that. I thought it was cute. He's like, Sama? And then they're like, okay, you know, they used to believe in their God, not that they don't have a God to believe or something or other like that. And the fact that she believes in this, in her God or whatever, that's why she was able to do all these, you know, beautiful things, like free them and whatnot. And then they're like, can you just tell us the name of your God? I'm like, oh, he's not a God. And then they said, yeah, he's not a God, but, you know, it's Rimuru. He's like, you know, oh, so your God is Rimuru? And then that transition, they asked her to help them meet, you know, Rimuru-sama. And then that flash of Rimuru like being his slime self or whatever was so funny. And she's like, oh, okay, I guess, you know, I'll introduce you guys to him. But then she's like, okay, we have something else to do. And they're looking toward the castle. And then Adalmann is like, oh, I'm gonna help you and show you the way. And yeah, so they're going together to the castle. Now we go back to Walpurgis, right? Rimuru sits down. Right in front of him, he sees Guy. And then that gruel or whatever comes in. What else? I think after that, Valentine showed up, and Valentine had that girl didn't come with any attendants, if I remember correctly. Valentine came in, and then he came in with two people. One of them was the girl that Veldura said was the demon lord that he knew. You know, the vampire demon lord that he knew, called Melis or Lurus, something or other. So she was Valentine's attendant. And then you had Dino, who was the sleepy one, and him and Ramirez started bickering, like, you know, right away. Frey showed up. He showed up with two attendants. One was a male, right? When they came in, Shion had this reaction. I'm like, why did she react like that? And then she approached her, Rimuru. Rimuru was looking at Frey and was like, I'm like, boy, like, you know, this is not time for that. And then Shion came in and she's like, okay, do you notice something strange about, you know, the guy? And immediately in the back of my mind, I'm thinking Carrion. And I feel like Raphael was about to say it. And then Rimuru, I think, was also thinking about it, but then he's like, nah, I don't think he's going to be doing that. And I felt like him saying that, it's like, Raphael just got up like, I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to tell you anything right now because clearly you're not going to believe it or something or that like that. I feel like he's carrying. And then I think that's where Leon came in, you know, and he's like, are you Rimuru? And Rimuru just got up, like he got up and got in front of him, and then they were facing each other, and he's like, yeah, I am. And he's like, you must be Leon, right? What did Rimuru ask him? And he just told him that he just looked like someone or something or other. Like they flash between him and Shizu, right? And Rimuru's like, it's not like I'm doing this because of Shizu or anything. Like he told him that Shizu was there. He's like, yeah, I know, because she was fighting Ifrit, I guess, all along the way. She didn't accept Ifrit. Oh my goodness, Ifrit. So I guess he's like, okay, obviously she's gonna die or something or other like that. And then Rimuru says, it's not like I'm doing this because of him, but because of her. But can I hit you? He's excuse me. He's like, can you let me hit you? He's like, no, I'm not gonna let you hit me. And then he invited Rimuru to his castle. He's like, if you have any grievance or something that you want to discuss with me, I can invite you to my castle. I mean, it's not gonna be. You may think it's a trap or something or other like that, but I don't know. Rimuru was like, okay, I'll accept your invitation. And he's like, yeah, well, as long as you live here alive. And I'm like, okay. And then there goes Clayman that comes in with Rimuru. I don't want to think about that right now. I want to go into the next episode and see how all of this is gonna play out. Because, like I said, I've been waiting for World Portuguese for a while now, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can feel it. Oh, before I leave, Ramirez said that her, Milim, and Guy were the oldest demon lords. Right. So those three were the oldest. That's probably why Guy is like, if you was telling Leon that if you do anything to Ramirez, that he was gonna become his enemy. Why? Because since they're the three oldest, there's probably like sort of like a bond between them three. I don't know. I guess. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment. So just click on it and check it out. I'll see you next time. Bye. Get up and now, get up and now. I believe myself. Yeah. I'll never run away. You know what? Let me go and look at that intro right now. Careless, shoot anonymous, heartless, mindless. No one will care about me.